This secret deal on an unrelated labor provision is another attack on collective bargaining. This is our Wisconsin, our Ohio, our New Jersey. Airline and rail workers would suffer significant losses as contracts are jettisoned, collective bargaining rights are cut, and legal hurdles will be placed in the way of gaining voices at work. The provision requires 50% sign-up just to have an election. May I remind you that the Employee Free Choice Act would have provided union recognition with 50% sign-up. There are no lists of employees. Terminated and furloughed employees are counted as eligible voters, and management controls these numbers. In a merger, if the larger workforce is non-union, there would simply be no election to determine representation of the combined group. The union and the contract would simply go away. Does this unrelated labor provision that attacks workers have any place in an aviation funding bill? No. That's right. It's really that simple. Our message, get it out of the bill. It's no compromise. Reid and Republicans are falsely claiming this change is about requiring 50% or a majority, up from 35%, to sign union cards in order to call for an election. It sounds so reasonable, but this really has nothing to do with the percentage of cards signed. The rules utilized by the National Mediation Board currently spell out these thresholds. They're not part of the statute. But if this legislation were to be adopted, they would be. This subjects worker organizing to litigation, allowing management to stall union elections and recognition for years on end, and making the worker individual authorization cards subject to discovery. Can't you just see it? Management gets the worker authorization cards and calls the signers in one at a time. So tell me, Susie, did you sign this card here? Susie has a choice in the midst of this intimidation tactic. Be honest and face retaliation, or lie and have her card excluded from the count to get to a union election. You and I both know it would never come to that, because no worker would ever sign a card again. So this is really about union busting and voter suppression. And let's be clear, this is no compromise.